Give it up for your host, John Montag. And he talked about the fact that he's married, but, Jesus, the guy's handsome, he's young, he's funny, he plays guitar. I'm so sorry, ladies. I actually, at a mic the other night, I slipped up and called him John Mantag. So I might be into him too. So the good news is, however, that I am also taken. I found somebody that loves me for me, despite my condition. I have enormous head syndrome. If I could see past the spotlight, I could see that some of your faces, wait, here we go. Yeah, there we go, okay. Some of you are wondering if it's real. Some of you are wondering if it's serious. And probably most of you are just going, that head, that spotlight, looks like an albino pumpkin. Check it out. If the light were behind me, it would be like looking at a solar eclipse. In which case, I'm sorry about your redness. So, people let me know I have an enormous head in subtle and not so subtle ways. I recently lost 21 pounds. Thank you. I more recently gained 12 pounds, but that's a story for another day. So the thing is when I lost the weight, I started getting compliments from people. They said they could notice, they were very nice. I could see you look good. You've lost some weight. You look thinner. Your face looks thinner. I lost 21 pounds, and they said, your face looks thinner. For perspective, the World Health Organization cites the average weight of a 1-year-old boy at 21 pounds. How much face do I have? Sometimes I'll be driving along with my wife, and she'll lovingly look at my head and profile and say, I'm so happy we decided to not have children. I mean, I wouldn't want to try and push out a bowling ball either, but The funny thing is that my wife is not known for her petite head size either. So any child we produce would most assuredly be 90% head. I mean, really probably physically the same body approximation of the Kool-Aid Man. Probably come out the same way too, just like a, oh yeah! Meanwhile, myself and all of the medical staff are looking at the remains of my wife's vagina like, oh no. I think life might have been easier for me if I had the friendly face that my fictional punch-filled son has. It's not the case. I look like the world's angriest egg. I have what in our house we affectionately call resting serial killer face. I will demonstrate. This is the face I make when I think about puppies. I'm okay with that. I'm used to that. But lately, people have been looking at me and assuming other things about me. Like, he was definitely offended by the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, he's ended a tweet with hashtag what about White History Month. Probably in the last few weeks. I think he buys tiki torches wholesale in the off-season. Just in case something pops off. Oh boy. But, here's the thing. As much as I'm used to the way I look, sometimes I forget. heat of the moment kind of thing, you know, and that's when I get into trouble. So, the other day, I go into a bakery. I wanted a powdered donut, just a plain, ordinary, old-fashioned powdered donut. Everybody knows a powdered donut. So I go in, and the young lady's distracted. She's on her phone, and I say, "Excuse me, miss, I would like a powdered donut." And I point to it, and then she comes over here somewhere and pulls out this cinnamon-dusted donut. And I'm like, "No, ma'am, I don't want that. I want the powdered donut that's over here. I don't want that." And then I don't know what's going on. She goes over to this like artisanal cocoa dusted one over here. I don't want that either. The donut I want is over here. I don't want that. I want a regular powdered donut. It's right over here. But she is just not hearing me, and I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm very passionate about my pastries. And this went on for about 3 or 4 minutes, enough where I was starting to lose my patience. And I'm like, "No, ma'am, it's not the donuts over here, it's the one over here. It's not these over here, it's the one over there. I don't want the dark one, I don't want the brown one, I want the white powder, I want the white powder donut." And that's why I can't go in that bakery anymore. Guys, I'll tell you, I gotta find a new bakery. I think I'm going to do that now. I'm Waryne Davis. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your week.